Blood and Thunder track at the Roller Derby World Cup 2018. We're about to watch the game for Team Mexico versus Team Aotearoa. I'm Bobberola from Croydon Roller Derby.
And I am Muffin Tumble from Texas Roller Girls. We are joined with our producer, Bob Noxious.
The teams will stand for their team anthems.
Team Aotearoa is going to start with a traditional Haka. This is going to be beautiful.
I haven't seen my Haka yet. I'm very excited.
Wow, I have goosebumps. That was really amazing. That was Mexico's theme song they chose to sing today to Team Aotearoa, and roughly translated, that was a dance of colors. So that was a nice matchup to their Haka.
That was fantastic. I've got goosebumps.
Me too.
I really enjoyed that.
That was cool. So quickly, let's do some introductions. Barbarola is going to call in Team Aotearoa.
So Aotearoa skating in white, we have 0, Ivy Knive, 08 Sugar Hit, 101 Tough Bickies, 13 McPherce, 14 Ballistic Button, 27 Little Yellow Jacket, 321 Maggie Mayhem, 363 Avenger, 4000 Anna Pave You Over, 44 Riley, 54 Lady Trample, 666 Terra Satana, 73 Coup d'Italia, 852 Hui, 86 Mackenzie, and 88 Mad Honor.
Quickly in red, Team Mexico, 110 Baron, 1111 Descaro, 16 JC Cayena, 26 Sister A Mouse, 27 Peace War, 29 Danny Darko, 31 Janable, 33 Estrella, 5 Valerito, 52 Fisher, 6 Kill V Main, 67 Cat Meow, 8 Pony, 813 Caruca, 93 Dama Astil, 99 West. And we are about due to start this first jam. Jamming in red, that is West for Team Mexico.
And Lady Trample in white for Aotearoa. And Lady Trample has lead jammer status.
And we do have our first helmet cover pass to the pivot of Team Mexico. That is Baron is now jamming for Team Mexico.
A very fast-moving pack. Lady Trample at the front of it, coming up against 2 of Mexico's blockers. She passes them and calls it off. 4 points on the board for Team Aotearoa.
All right, so only 29 points into the first period of this game, 0 points for Mexico.
If you'd like to join the conversation today, you can do so at #RDWC2018.
That is Sister A Mouse jamming in red for Team Mexico.
And in white is Anna Aotearoa. Anna Aotearoa being taken off track by Peace War.
Sister A Mouse at the front of the pack and through first. That is the first lead jam. Second jam of the game goes to Team Mexico. Sister A Mouse through half the pack, hitting a 4 wall of New Zealanders.
Anna Aotearoa has the helmet cover in her hand. It is being recycled to the back of the pack again, still making her initial pass. Coming up against a really strong wall from Team Mexico.
Sister A Mouse still stuck on her first scoring pass after over a minute has passed in this jam. Sister A Mouse through on her first scoring pass. That is the first 5 points for Team Mexico. They are now on the scoreboard. And we have our first lead change of this game.
Sister A Mouse having trouble getting by the captain, 44 Riley.
Anna Aotearoa being taken off the track again and recycled back. She is really having trouble coming through that Mexican wall. And we have had a star pass for Team Aotearoa, and Little Yellow Jack is now the jammer.
And the jam is called just 5 seconds before it's over, but we have 10 points for Team Mexico. 2 grand slams scored by Sister A Mouse on that jam.
S1 helmets are the official helmet of the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup. The S1 Lifer visor helmet, next level protection. S1, the official helmet of the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup.
Next up, that is Estrella jamming for Mexico against Ivy Knighby. That is Estrella. Oh, both jammers out of the pack. Estrella is your lead jammer, but Ivy Knighby is in front of her.
Estrella calls it off, realizing she's not making any ground.
So we will have our first scoreless jam of this bout. We will start again. 10 points for Mexico, 4 for Team Aotearoa.
The jammers are lining up so low, it's difficult to see their numbers.
It is.
We've got Maggie Mayhem jamming for Team Aotearoa.
And even the scorekeepers don't know who's jamming for Mexico. It's number 9. So maybe it's 8.
I've seen so many jams on this Blood and Thunder track that just get stuck between turns 1 and 2. It's incredible the power of both teams.
So Maggie Mayhem coming up against another strong wall from Team Mexico, being held by a triangle of blockers. They are really making life difficult for her today.
They are, yes. Lead jammer status still up for grabs. Down to 1 blocker at the front of the pack, now 2. Oh, now 3 recycling to the front all the way at turn number 3. Maggie Mayhem's almost out of the pack, but having some trouble. Over a minute has passed in this jam.
This is an exceptionally long time with no lead jammer status called.
Oh, and power jam for Team Aotearoa as number 9 is going to the penalty box.
That was for an elbows penalty. Maggie Mayhem still working to get through Team Mexico's wall.
Yes, and only 3 seconds left. This will be a lead jammerless jam as the jam is called. 0 points scored, no lead jam distinguished, so our first lead jammerless jam.
So you're joining us today on the Blood and Thunder track. Blood and Thunder, whose belief is life's better on roller skates. Visit them at bloodandthundermag.com for roller derby inspired apparel.
That is Ballistic Button jamming in white against West. West jamming for the second time today.
We're having an official timeout. The Roller Derby World Cup is brought to you in part by the new Rydell Solaris. Solaris, the performance you demand, the comfort you've been missing.
Okay, 23 minutes and 17 seconds left in this first period. Full complement of blockers on the track.
Both jammers slow off the line.
West being taken out of bounds and taken back beyond the jammer line.
Again, really strong walls. The jammers are having trouble finding any kind of gap to get through.
Yeah, great defense being played by both teams. West being taken out again, all the way back to the jam line. Ballistic Button still struggling as well.
Ballistic Button face blockers like this in the D2 championships in Pittsburgh.
One blocker for each team sat in the penalty box. So 3 blocker walls on track for each team. And another very slow start to call lead jammer as these walls are so strong.
Oh yeah, even as the blockers are dwindling. Oh, almost a full house of blockers at the penalty box in red. We finally have lead jammer status after 1 minute and 15 seconds. That is Ballistic Bomber, your lead jammer for Team Aotearoa.
But West jamming for Team Mexico is not far behind her. She comes to the back of the pack just as Team Aotearoa call off the jam. 4 points on the board for Team Aotearoa. Score currently stands at 10 points to Team Mexico, 8 to Team Aotearoa.
Did you know that by age 14, girls are dropping out of sports at twice the rate of boys? We think roller derby can help change that stat. Learn more at www.girlsontrackfoundation.org.
Lady Trample gets a quick lead for Team Aotearoa and Sister Amores jamming for Team Mexico. Lady Trample coming through on her scoring pass just as Sister Amores makes it out of the pack. Lady Trample pulls off the jam.
She scored a quick 5 points on that jam, taking a Team Aotearoa to 13. Mexico holding at 10 points for 5 jams in a row.
So that's another lead change.
Yes, it is.
Anna pave you over on the track, jamming for Team Aotearoa.
And Estrella taking to the jam line for Team Mexico. This is her second time today for both jammers. Estrella spinning around and down and back up on her feet, but still in her initial pass.
Ana Paviova giving some hard hits to Team Mexico's blockers, and it pays off. She comes through for lead jammer.
That is 3 lead jams in a row for Team Aotearoa. Estrella is out of the pack.
Again, not far behind Ana Paviova. Oh, beautiful.
Really 1 foot and backwards as she glided through to call off the jam, scoring 4 more points for Team Aotearoa.
4 points and 17 to 10. The lead.
So on track now, we have 0, Ivy Knivy jamming for Team Aotearoa, and number 9 jamming for Team Mexico.
I said that.
Ivy Knivy pushing the Team Mexican blockers forwards. Again, this seems to be a good tactic for Team Aotearoa.
Yep, 4 lead jam statuses in a row for Team Aotearoa. Number 9 still in the pack at turn number 1, struggling to get out for her first pass.
And Ivy Knivy comes through, picking up 5 points. This will really help to extend Aotearoa's lead.
That is only the 3rd Grand Slam of this game so far. Here comes our 4th. Yep, 5 more in the sky for Team Aotearoa.
Fantastic footwork from Ivy Knivy there as she skips on the inside line.
That was a really fancy footwork. A lot of whistles being blown over there. I don't see anyone leaving the track though.
There is a multiplayer penalty being called to Aotearoa's pivot. She's going to take a seat in the penalty box.
And look at the toe stop work of Ivy Knivy.
Look at the scrum of blockers at turn number 3. Everybody's stuck. Oh, and we have a power jam for Team Mexico. Ivy Knivy going to the penalty box for a track cut penalty.
This is leaving number 9 a power jam. She is through on her initial pass for Team Mexico. Taking her 1 minute and 30 seconds to leave the pack.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that was some work, definitely. But now number 9 is the only jammer on the track.
And she is through.
Oh, that was some work. 5 points on the scoreboard for Team Mexico.
But Ivy Knivy is out of the box just as the jam time runs out. But that does mean that Team Aotearoa will have a jammer on track at the next jam.
Really well. Look, here's the instant replay. There's Ivy getting caught up and through. Oh, yep, tiptoe.
Look at that. Oh,
great landing. Little dancing, little colorful dancing.
so quick on her toe stops.
Great way to stay in bounds. We have West again jamming for Team Mexico in red.
And Maggie Mayhem in white for Aotearoa.
Elimination matches, the knockout stage begins this evening.
Both of the walls are so close together. That pack is really dense. Very difficult for jammers to find a way through.
Oh, looks like Peace War going to the penalty box, sitting out for up to 30 seconds. So we have 4-3 pack advantage for Team Aotearoa.
Maggie Mayhem and West attempting to get through.
A call of no pack gives Maggie Mayhem the space that she needs, and she comes through for lead jammer.
Great physical offensive moves. That was Tara Satina doing some great moving of blockers to get her all the way through for lead jammer status. She's already back around again. Maggie Mayhem stuck at turn number 3. Going to her friendly side to being met up by 2 more blockers from Mexico. Ooh.
A big hit from Pony. Oh, which earns Pony a penalty. A direction of play penalty.
5 more points by Maggie Mayhem, taking Team Aotearoa to 36. Mexico holding at 15 points.
Roller Derby City is a skater-owned and operated merch and uniform company, UK-based, shipping worldwide. We supply uniforms and merch for teams, leagues, roller derby brands and events.
So it's a power start for Team Aotearoa, but West is out of the penalty box, but we already have the lead jammer status going to Ballistic Button. Oh, power jam again already, so that's 2 in a row for West.
And Ballistic Button makes her way through quickly, picking up 5 points, getting some crucial help from her teammates.
Yes.
Ballistic Button has been a vet nurse for the last 9 years in 3 different countries. She knows what international is all about.
Team Mexico's blockers move to the back of the pack to take away Ballistic Button's space, holding her back until the end of the jam.
7 more points for Team Aotearoa. Mexico holding at 15 points for 3 jams in a row. This first period is a little more than halfway over already.
We're seeing very long jams in this period because it's taken them so long to break through the pack on their initial battles.
It's a great defense. I've seen Mexico progress just I've seen them play 4 games so far, or this is their 4th game, but they keep getting better and better. So I think they've already learned a lot in this. And they look really stronger than they have all tournament already.
Their walls are fantastically strong. Really impressive. So that's Lady Trample is through for lead jammer status for Aotearoa.
Beautiful spin on the inside lane as she got through. It was really nice.
Trample using that spin move that she is known for, along with a certain American called Slow Eagle. Both of them use that move very, very well.
Oh, there was a star pass from West to Valerito. However, she picked up a penalty and is sent to the penalty box, which means it is a power jam in Aotearoa's favour. Oh, wonderful work to stay on track there. And she pulls off the jam.
10 more points on the scoreboard, scored by Lady Trample. That is 7 lead jams in a row for Team Aotearoa. They've only lost 1 of those due to a track cut penalty. So 7 minus 1.
6?
They had 7 in a row and there was 1 power jam.
I see.
Yeah.
Team Aotearoa have really been able to extend their lead, even though both teams have looked so strong.
Yep, I'm wondering if that would be the only lead change we see, but we'll see. We'll see Mexico come back. I can see it. I mean, they're still in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
40-point game.
We're having a team timeout to Team Mexico.
So this team timeout is brought to you by Blood and Thunder, whose belief is life's better on roller skates. Visit them at bloodandthundermag.com for roller derby inspired apparel.
And how many say Viva Mexico? Or Mexico, I should say.
Team timeout is over. Players are back on track. They're just waiting for the start of Jam 11.
I saw a lucha mask over there. I thought it was awesome.
And very quickly, Anna Paviova comes through for lead jammer for Aotearoa. West being recycled back for Team Mexico.
It's Valerito is jamming for Mexico because she was the pivot at the end of that last one. But we do have lead jammer status going to Team Aotearoa. Mexico only have 2 jammers scoring so far this game in 2 different jams.
Anna Paviova comes through for 5 points for Aotearoa. Valerito still fighting against Aotearoa's wall. They take it back, taking it back as a unit, which is nice, not splitting up.
Oh yeah, the whole pack going back between turns 2 and 3.
Oh, Aotearoa has received a penalty, which means we have a power jam for Team Mexico and a star pass.
Okay.
Team Mexico's jammer is now Pony.
That is Pony, and that's the second power jam in favor of Mexico so far this bout. Let's see how it does for them.
Lovely footwork from Pony, sliding through on the inside line, picking up a full 5 points.
Pony being the third jammer to score so far this game for Team Mexico.
Aotearoa is back on track.
The power jam is over. Ooh, beautiful!
Wow.
Beautiful landing. Apex, I mean, not even, it's a jump on the straightaway. Beautifully handled with 5 more points for Team Aotearoa. 10 points each scored by each jammer.
Yeah, you can get a different shirt from a different roller derby league from around the world every month. Join the Roller Derby Shirt Club at rollerderbyshirtclub.com.
Oh, so it's a subscription box for your wardrobe. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, isn't it?
And the official timeout. Send in the crown.
I've been trying to avoid the merch stands here. So many beautiful things.
Oh, I know. I'm definitely going to get a hoodie for the tournament, a tournament hoodie. So we have Sister A Mouse jamming again for Team Mexico, and that is Ivy Knivey jamming again for Team Aotearoa. Sister A Mouse trying to sneak by. Oh! Almost had the straightaway jump, but no, it was foiled. She's at turn number 1. 2 blockers to pass. And she's through. She is her lead jammer as a third lead jam for Team Mexico.
And Ivy Knivey also does some lovely footwork to get past the pack, coming through on her initial pass. Sister Amores uses her teammate with a t-shirt whip to get some speed and jumps off the track as she cools off the jam.
That was nice. Okay, let's see if they gave her any points for that.
No points.
Nope, she did call off the jam when she was at halfway off the track, so it's 25 for Team Mexico, 63 for Team Aotearoa.
On track, we've got Estrella jamming for Team Mexico. And that's Maggie Mayhem on the line for Team Aotearoa. Lots of movement from the jammers across the track, really trying to hunt down those spaces.
And the blockers were so intermingled at one point, it was almost 2 and 2, 2 defensive, 2 offense, and they switched off. It's very effective because both jammers are still stuck. Now they're back to 4 walls each. Oh, actually a 3 wall and a 4 wall. We have 1 Mexico jammer in a blocker in the penalty box. That's 2 lead jam statuses in a row. Estrella is your lead jammer.
Maggie Mayhem through most of the blockers, but coming up against very fierce blocking from Karuka.
Great job by Karuka. She took her down hard, but she's right back up on her feet. Jam is called, but we will start this next jam with a 4-2 pack advantage for Team Aotearoa, as we'll have 2 blockers in the penalty box. One is the pivot. Who was that? I'm sorry, I think it was Pony. 3 more points going to Team Mexico, 28 to 63. Team Aotearoa still in the lead. 8 minutes left in this first half.
Ballistic button on the line to jam for Team Aotearoa, and that's number 9 on the line for Team Mexico. Number 9 uses that space on the inside line and does make it past the pack, but receives a forearms penalty. And Ballistic Button comes round for lead jammer. She comes through on her scoring pass. Not much resistance there, but the pack is so broken up. She scores a full 5 points.
This is Ballistic Button's third time jamming this period, and she's gotten lead jammer status each time. Woo! Beautiful right on the outside. She made that look really easy. 5 more points.
Aotearoa's blockers keeping one of Team Mexico's blockers back to make it a little bit easier for Ballistic Button to get through, which she does.
That's a 15-point jam from Team Aotearoa. 78 points to 28, and 50-point game at this point.
Strong Athletic believes that every human has the right to celebrate their strength, play sports, be active, find their power, speak their voice, and be seen. StrongAthletic.com.
Lady Trample jamming for Team Aotearoa. And did they not field a jammer? I guess she's holding it.
Team Mexico's jammer is still in the box, number 9.
Oh, there she is.
So we have started on a power jam. And Lady Tramples picked up 5 points for Aotearoa.
So power jam, lead jam, grand slam for Team Aotearoa, and she's through again.
Very well done, staying on track.
Oh, yes.
Picking up 5 more points. Team Mexico's jammer is back on track. Number 9 making her initial pass.
And if you're a fan of Lady Trample, which who isn't, she is the founder of the International Chicks and Bowls following, and she has an event on Monday. So if you're in Manchester and you want to skate with some of the greats, they will be skating in the bowl, Chicks and Bowls, this Monday in Manchester. Whew. Oh, that was fancy.
Ooh.
Oh, a pirouette this way and a pirouette that way, and she's through. It is at least a 14-point jam by Lady Trample. No, 19 points.
Team Mexico's jammer, number 9, has been sent back to the penalty box at the end of that jam, meaning Aotearoa will begin on another power jam start.
And they're also being held to 28 points for 3 jams now.
On the line, we've got Anna Paviover jamming for Aotearoa. All blockers on track. Again, Aotearoa's blockers holding back one of Team Mexico's. Not only lessening the amount of blockers in front of that jammer, but also meaning that the pack is at the back.
Oh yes, yes, it's pulling a goat. Ooh. Big hit from Peace War, twice in a row. Peace War is the pivot for Team Mexico at this time.
In turn 2. As they would say back in America with the mascot, it's trouble in turn 2.
Anna Paviover is your lead jammer, but she is still stuck on her first scoring pass. Power jam is over, and number 9 is out of the pack. That was some work. It took a full minute for her to get through after finishing her penalty. And it is a power jam for Mexico. This is Mexico's 3rd power jam so far this period.
Yeah.
It will continue for 50 more seconds.
Anna Paviover picked up a cut track penalty. So fast moving pack as number 9 tries to get through. Lots of big hits in this game.
Oh yeah, huge.
6-6-6, Kara Santana anchoring the defense. Number 29 trying to touch out Kara Santana. They absolutely go with it. Danny Darko finding it 2.2 stars.
Oh, number 9 still caught up at turn number 3. Looking to the back. Power jam is over. Anna Paviova is stuck also behind a pack of Team Mexico blockers. And that is 2 minutes, folks, and a whole lot of whistles. And 5 points on the scoreboard for Mexico. 4 for Team Aotearoa, breaking the century mark. 101 points, 33 for Team Mexico.
This jam is brought to you by Cheese Balls Precision Skate Bearings, the original hand-prepared skate bearing, available in-house at Quad Skate Shop booth or online.
Next up, Ivy Kanivi jamming for Team Aotearoa against West. Full complement of blockers and jammers on the track.
Another slow start to get an established lead jammer.
Oh,
very strong blocking, very strong walls. But Ivy Kanivi is through for lead jammer for Aotearoa.
West still caught up in the pack at turn number 2. Ivy Kanivi through on her first scoring pass. Grand slam for Team Aotearoa. Oh, West is through as well. That was her initial pass. Exactly 1 lap behind Ivy Kanivi.
Right behind Ivy Kanivi. I think she's trying to be sneaky. Yeah. But Ivy Kanivi was onto her and called off the jam.
6 quick points for Team Aotearoa, taking them to 107, 33 for Team Mexico. Strong Athletic believes that every human has the right to celebrate their strength, play sports, be active, find their power, speak their voice, and be seen. StrongAthletic.com.
We've got Sister Amores on the line jamming for Team Mexico and Maggie Mayhem up for Team Aotearoa. And Sister Amores is through for lead jammer for Mexico.
This is the 5th lead jam for Team Mexico. And I believe each of the jammers has gotten it one time for them.
So Sister Amores on her scoring pass, having a very hard time getting past any of Aotearoa's blockers. And Maggie Mayhem having the same trouble on her initial pass. We can see Maggie Mayhem there being pinned between the Mexican blockers. Whoa!
Did she land it?
No. That might be a low block penalty. Yes, low block penalty assessed for Sister Amores, and she takes a seat in the penalty box just as she is joined by Maggie Mayhem. Maggie Mayhem sitting down releases Sister Amores.
So quick dance of jammers, changing places at the penalty box. And this jam will continue for 35 more seconds.
Trying to get around Terror, but Terror has a name, and that Terror's name is Satan. Also out there, 27 little
really physical blocking going on in turn number 3.
Along with who?
That is 110. Baron going to the penalty box for 4-3 pack advantage for Team Aotearoa. Maggie Mayhem through the pack. That was barely her initial pass, though. Took her almost 2 minutes to get through, and that is the first half of this game. That was very exciting. We'll see you back here in 15 minutes. 43 for Mexico, 107 for Team Aotearoa. Look at that, there's the jump that she missed. If she would have landed that, that would have been amazing.
So she jumped over and took out the leg of Aotearoa's blocker, earning her that low block penalty.
Yep, that was that low block.
Thank you very much. We will see you after this short halftime break.
Yep, go get yourself a drink, folks. We'll be here in 15 minutes. Hello, and welcome back to the second half of the Team Mexico versus Team Aotearoa bout at the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup in Manchester. Just a few stats for you. The score is 107, Team Aotearoa, 43 for Team Mexico. High score is for Team Aotearoa is Lady Trample with 38 points. These are rough numbers. I'm missing 1 or 2 points. Second is Ballistic Button with 26 points. Anna Pavuova has 18, Ivy Knive 15, and Maggie Mayhem with 11. I'm off about 1 or 2 points. High score for Team Mexico is Sister A Mouse with 20 points. Number 9 is Dama Astil. She has scored 10 points. Valerita, 10 points, and Estrella has scored 3 points for Team Mexico. We'll be starting in 1 minute.
As Europe's original derby-owned and devoted skate shop, Sucker Punch is dedicated to helping you with honest advice to find exactly what you need and more. Our technical know-how and expertise is unrivaled, as is our availability of your favourite gear and the fast shipping we offer throughout Europe. Visit us at suckerpunchskateshop.com.
Both high score jammers are going to be starting off this second half. That will be Sister A Mouse in red against Lady Trample in white.
So we've got a 64-point score differential at the moment. Honestly, higher than I thought it would be in this game.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, Sister A Mouse working away through a wall of 4 New Zealanders. Lady Trample getting caught up. We have a penalty trouble for Team Mexico. 2 blockers in the penalty box. Lady Trample taken down by 52. That is Fisher doing some great blocking. But there she goes, Lady Trample, 30 seconds in. Lead jammer for Team Aotearoa.
Number 52 again tried to take Lady Trample out, that time on the inside line, and was sent to the penalty box for that. So there are 2 Team Mexico blockers in the box at the moment. At the end of the jam, we have 4 more points to Team Aotearoa.
We did have a star pass in that last game. It went to Estrella, the last jam. The second star pass by Team Mexico, but the jam is called. We have 111 points for Team Aotearoa, 43 for Mexico. So only 4 points scored on that last jam.
On the line, we've got Ballistic Button jamming in white for Team Aotearoa. And number 26, Sister A Mouse, jamming for Team Mexico. Ballistic Button coming up against just a 2 wall from Team Mexico. She makes it through for lead jammer status. Sister Amours chasing her down out of the pack from her initial pass. Ballistic Button coming through. Being taken off the track on the outside line by Peace War.
But Sister A Mouse managed to score. She got two points on that run. 2-4 jam in favor of Team Aotearoa. The S1 Lifer helmet, best fit plus best protection equals made for roller derby. Get a lifer, be a lifer. S1, the official helmet of the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup.
We've got Ivy Knive up jamming for Team Aotearoa and West jamming for Team Mexico. Seeing a multiplayer block being committed by JC Cayena.
And lead jammer status going to Ivy Knive.
West tries to break through Aotearoa's wall, but comes off the outside line. Both jammers trying to get through together. Ivy Knive on her scoring pass.
She was eyeing that open inside lane and took it quickly for a quick grand slam from Team Aotearoa.
We have had a star pass Oh, but an unsuccessful star pass for Team Mexico. The pivot was holding the helmet cover in her hand, and she went out of the line. She dropped it. I believe as it was unsuccessful, the jammer gets a penalty for that and has been sent to the penalty box. At the end of the jam, that means we'll be starting on a power jam for Team Aotearoa.
Quick 10 points scored by Ivy Kanavi on that last run, 125 to 45.
Ball start line. 3, 2, 1, Maggie Mayhem.
And on the line for Aotearoa in this power jam, we have Maggie Mayhem.
West will be starting this jam in the penalty box.
Very quick footwork. Moving laterally across the track to try and break through Team Mexico's wall.
Maggie Mayhem still caught up, getting taken down hard at turn number 2. A great double spin. Who is that?
We've got Fisher and Estrella doing some fantastic blocking work.
Oh, great.
And they've been joined by Baron. West is back on track for Team Mexico.
Oh, yep, West getting knocked out of bounds, but Maggie Mayhem still getting stuck in the back. And no lead jam status still. Over a minute has passed in this jam. Oh, spoke too soon. There goes. There she goes, Maggie Mayhem. She is your lead jammer. We do have a track penalty being called on West. There'll be a power jam. Oh, and the jam is called, but it will be a power start for Team Aotearoa. So that is 2 penalties in a row by West.
I think that was a tactical choice to call off the jam there so that they began the next jam on a power jam. Lady Trample on track now for Team Aotearoa.
Jammer on the power start, Lady Trample!
Lady Trample takes Mexico's blockers to the outside line, then uses her blockers to take the inside line, coming through for lead jammer.
First going pass.
Beautiful pass there.
It's a grand slam for Lady Trample.
She slides around on the outside line, picking up 5 points.
A great spin around her pack to get to the pack of Mexico blockers.
West is back on track for Team Mexico, and she has completed a star pass to number 2-6.
That is Sister A Mouse. The jam is called, but 9 points scored on that last run by Lady Trample.
And crucially, Team Mexico has no one in the penalty box. We'll be starting with all players on track.
That'll be Estrella jamming for her first time this period for Team Mexico against Ivy Kanavi.
Estrella being pincered between 2 of Aotearoa's blockers.
All the blockers gathered up at turn number 1, intermingled, and no one's getting through. Ooh, Ivy Kanavi taking a hit down on the inside, but look at that. That is Estrella through, and she is your lead jammer for Team Mexico. It's their first lead jam status for this period.
Estrella comes around fast, tries to do an apex jump, but is taken out on the inside line. No points.
Oh wow, no points scored on that one. 45, Team Mexico, 134, Team Aotearoa. It's only the second time that Team Aotearoa has not scored in this half.
look fierce on the line now, jamming for Team Aotearoa. And Sister Amaus jamming for Team Mexico. Sister Amaus coming up against just 2 of Aotearoa's blockers now, but they are managing to cover a great distance across the track and take her out on the outside line.
Wow. Great defense by both teams. Again, everybody's jumbled up. But McPherce, first time jamming this game, and she is your lead jammer. Sister Amaus is out as well, and she's going to force the call off. That is another 0-0 jam. That is 3 0-0 jams in a row. That's pretty impressive.
That is.
That shows there's great defense going on both teams.
And smart gameplay.
Next up, that's Peace War jamming in red. First time jamming today, but she's done a lot of damage this whole tournament as a blocker and a jammer. She's usually primarily a blocker at home in Texas. So I really love seeing her jam.
I can see why. She's moving right across the track. Lots of power.
And she is strong. But Lady Trample, she's strong as well. Lead jammer for Team Aotearoa.
Peace War, determination pays off, and she has come through on her initial pass. Lady Trample does a beautiful transition around the blockers.
She looks at her bench, and she's going to keep on going, possibly to clear the bench, as there are 2 Aotearoa blockers in the box. Oh, she is going to call it, I guess. Peace War made her call that one off. But we do have 4 more points on the scoreboard for Team Aotearoa, 138 to 45. We still have 1 blocker for Team Aotearoa in the box. Unless, is there one behind them?
There's
yeah,
one,
2.
Yeah, 1 seated, 1 standing, and the same for Mexico.
Yep, so 2 blockers for each team fielded for this jam. And that is Estrella jamming in red against Ballistic Button.
Even with just 2 blockers apiece on track, it's a very slow start for lead jammer status. But Ballistic Button is through for lead jammer.
That is Baron joining her team at the penalty box, which was almost cleared, and now she's filling up those seats again. But we have 5 points for Ballistic Button.
Ballistic Button with a grand slam.
Ballistic Button dodging Team Mexico's jammer. Ooh, almost comes round the other wall.
It's a nice little takeout by Cat Meow, blocking for Team Mexico. Ooh, oh. Mexico doing a great job of blocking. Ballistic Button's having a really hard time getting through on this pass.
Really hard. It looks like she's getting tired now as well. It's tough to keep going when you keep getting knocked down.
Oh, yeah.
5 points to Team Aotearoa.
Ooh, make that 10. There's 5 more on that last run. 45 to 148. Team Mexico has not scored in 4 jams. But Team Aotearoa has only scored 14 points in 4 jams. So the points are coming, but they've slowed down a bit.
Sister Amaus up jamming for Team Mexico, and Ivy Knivy, lead jammer for Aotearoa. Sister Amaus nips on the inside line, sprints off, clears the pack quickly, and she is hot on Ivy Knivy's heels. Ivy Knivy comes into the back, picks up 1 point, and calls off the jam. She was well aware that Sister Amaus was close behind her.
So it's a 38 to 2-point run. Team Aotearoa over Team Mexico. About 17 minutes left in this game. Peace War back on the jam line for Team Mexico. And McPherce making the second time jamming for Team Aotearoa. McPherce doing a little double duty there for a second, also blocking, but now she's through. She blocked just enough to get lead jammer status.
And she is quick around that track. Coming into the back of the pack before Peace War has completed her initial pass.
Peace War is out. 30 seconds in and Peace War is out, but she's going to be denied any points if the jam is called by McPherce.
That jam brought to you by Sisu Mouthguards, the official mouthguard of the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup.
Big shout out to all the amateurs and volunteers who helped.
And on the instant replay, there she goes. You see her little spin around. Peace War doing a great job jamming for Team Mexico.
On track, we've got Estrella jamming for Team Mexico and Lady Trample in white for Aotearoa. Lady Trample, more like Lady Tiptoe, coming around on the outside, picks up lead jammer status.
Estrella caught up at the back of the pack, still in her initial pass. Lady Trample, she's gonna go down and around, stay on her feet. More of the tiptoe dancing through for a grand slam.
Lady Trample really seems to favor her toe stops for agility. And there we go again, hopping around on the inside line. The spinner she goes, picking up 5 points for Aotearoa.
And it's a power jam for Lady Trample.
So we have a power jam for, power jam, and the jam is called. Lady Trample taking a hard hit at turn number 2.
Means Estrella still in the penalty box for Team Mexico and will begin this jam in the penalty box. Another power jam start for Team Aotearoa.
And the timeout is called. Oh, Mr. Brown, would you like to join us for a word or two?
We have a team timeout called by Team Aotearoa.
Well, this team timeout brought to you by Kaya Skates. This is how a skate's supposed to feel. Try the Onyx boot now and see for yourself. It's your time. www.kaya-brand.com.
Okay, folks, I know you all want to tag #RDWC 2018, so get ready to tag yourself in a picture. You're a fine looking crowd. Say hello! Hello! I saw you waving back there.
On track now, we have number 14, Ballistic Button, on the line for Team Aotearoa. Only 2 Team Mexico blockers on track.
Team Mexico has a full penalty box, but that is Ballistic Button through quickly for lead jammer status, having to only pass 2 blockers.
Very difficult for Team Mexico to do much defense when they have a full line of Aotearoa blockers there for offense to help get their jammer through.
Oh yeah, we're down to 2 blockers again. Ballistic Button, getting a little tap out of bounds. She's going to return back.
Estrella back on track. Coming up against that full wall of Aotearoa blockers. But
Nice.
Riley peeling off to give some offensive help. Leaves a small gap for Estrella to slip through.
Estrella sneaking through, but getting meet up again. Great recycling by Team Aotearoa. They don't want to let her go, and they're doing a great job catching her at the front. It's just when you think Estrella's out, she's got to reset to the back. We have Ballistic Button. She's through.
A very long pack there trying to keep Ballistic Button back.
But that's 2 Grand Slams for Ballistic Button.
And now we have 2 of Aotearoa's blockers in the box.
So let's see if Estrella can take advantage of this. Estrella does, sneaking through. Waving high to the ladies in the penalty box.
Ballistic Button comes through. 5 points.
1 blocker to pass for Estrella, and she does. That's through. She's on the scoreboard for this jam. 4 points.
Of course, as Estrella passes 1 blocker on track, she also picks up points for any blockers who are in the penalty box. Both jammers pushing very hard at the end of that jam.
That was some work, but that was the first point scored by Team Mexico in 7 jams, 8 jams. So they're at 50, big 5-0 for Team Mexico, 185 for Team Aotearoa.
Got a team timeout called by Aotearoa. This team timeout brought to you by Frogmouth. So the uniforms worn by most World Cup teams today are made by Frogmouth. Nearly all of them are a special kind of reversible jersey. 1 jersey dyed on both sides to make 2 tops for the weight of 1. It's perfect for tournaments and travel teams, and that's why 18 World Cup teams, including Australia, Sweden and Argentina, are wearing it. Frogmouth would love to make your roller derby team uniform. Contact Frogmouth today at frogmouthclothing.com.
All right, that is Lady Tremble back on the jam line for Team Aotearoa. And jamming for Team Mexico, that is Sister A Mouse. All the blockers lined up at the pivot line. So we're going to see the jammers get a little speed on this first pass.
A little bit of twin color going on, I think.
Sister A Mouse looks so small next to Lady Trample. It's precious, really. Oh, Sister A Mouse caught up on the inside. Lady Trample up in the middle. Oh, doing a little booty bump on Sister A Mouse, knocking her down. So doing offense and defense as she jumps on her way. But looky-loo, we have a lead jammer for Team Mexico. That is Sister A Mouse.
That really pays off for her. She comes around quickly. Lady Trample still trying to make her initial pass. And she does it, hopping around on the outside line. Sister A Mouse comes through, pulls off the jam. 4 points for Team Mexico.
And she's going to call the jam, holding Lady Trample to 0 points on this jam. And that's the first time Lady Trample has not scored in the second half.
This next jam brought to you by Rollline. Be sure to check out Rollline on Facebook and Instagram for the latest offers. #CrewRollline.
New jammer that has Kelby Mame jamming for the first time today for Team Mexico against McPherce. McPherce is your lead jammer.
A very fast moving pack.
Kelby Mame out of the pack. McPherce, turn number 2.
Trying to come through, sprinting to come past Mexico's blockers. And pulls off the jam.
Beautiful, hopping backwards and dancing high knees, kicking as she called off the jam for 4 more points for Team Aotearoa.
We've got Estrella on the line for Team Mexico. And that's Ivy Knivy lining up for Team Aotearoa.
And we already only have 9 minutes left in this bout. It's gone by so fast.
Really
I
fast.
know, so much action.
And the first half of this game was such long jams, and now they're much shorter. Well, saying that, having some trouble getting through the pack now.
I know. Whistle being called? Yep. Power jam for Aotearoa. This will be the third power jam for Team Aotearoa.
Ivy Knivy, ooh, gets knocked off on the inside line by number 29, Danny Darko. Everyone having a little trouble getting up then.
Yep. Still at turn number 1.
The seconds of this power jam going away very quickly. Estrella already standing up in the penalty box, ready to come back on track. Ivy Knivy still struggling to get past Team Mexico's wall.
Oh, she's through. Took her 1 minute to get through, but she is your lead jammer. Oh, little leapfrog action with Estrella's back up. High ball comes in being called. Oh, on Estrella. So double secret power jam for Team Aotearoa. 2 in a row in 1 jam.
Ivy Knivy on her scoring pass gets taken out on the inside line. Trying to dodge Team Mexico's blocker. Does make it past her. And call off the jam. 5 more points.
That was
Team Aotearoa.
Yeah, that was a lot of work for those 5 points.
It was a lot. A lot of effort. She earned every one of those points.
So yes, we have a power start for this next jam. Estrella will be starting the penalty box. Lady Trample back on the jam line. 54 for Team Mexico, 194 for Team Aotearoa. A little less than 8 minutes left in this game.
We've got an official timeout called. This official timeout brought to you by Sweet 80. Sweet80.com is the new roller derby inspired leisure wear brand dedicated to Claire Sweeterbix Lawrence. Sweet 80's range of hoodies, jackets, vests, tees and accessories are perfect for the track, gym and street. Suck it up. A portion of profits go to the Claire Lawrence Foundation to fund brain cancer charities. Sweet80.com. Wear, roll, give. It's a really good cause that they're supporting.
Oh yes, definitely.
Got a fantastic crowd here at the track today.
Yes,
really packed.
This bout is definitely packed. We've seen scattered, like some games get more action than others, but there's definitely a full house for this bout.
The support seems pretty even for both teams, which is nice.
I know. I don't know if you can hear that crowd at home, but it's a nice buzz in here for sure. So we will start with a 4-3 pack advantage. Power start for Team Aotearoa.
Lady Trample on track. Trying to come through the arms of Team Mexico, trying to force a multiplayer penalty on them. She does come through, picks up lead jammer status fairly quickly.
She's already back around on a scoring pass.
Estrella released from the penalty box, coming back on track, trying to do the same thing, come through the arms of Aotearoa's blockers.
Lady Trample waving hello to her fans as she's still caught up at turn number 1. This is a scoring pass for her though. But Team Mexico doing a great job of holding her.
And Aotearoa doing the same good job to hold Estrella back.
All she sees is red.
We've been seeing this over and over again, this sort of pincer to keep the jammer in between the two blockers.
Hey, Mexico fans, you should be giving it up to those.
Because it's natural as a jammer to try to break through that wall, try to force a multiplayer penalty, but so long as the blockers can come in, move their arms out of the way, then they are safe from that penalty.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of keeping those shoulders together, and that's not really an easy thing, especially when you have jammers as strong as these people are, trying to get through. Helmet cover's been lost by Estrella. Still on her initial pass, but she won't get any points if that is not on her helmet.
She has retrieved her helmet cover and come through, completing her initial pass. And Lady Trample is having none of that, calling off the jam.
Denying her any points while scoring 5 more herself. 6 minutes left in this game. 199 for Team Aotearoa, 54 for Team Mexico. Sister A Mouse is back after a 4-jam break. She'll be jamming against Ballistic Button.
Team Aotearoa up against number 26, Sister A Mouse. Do you think that would be illegal if you just threw the helmet cover over the pack?
Ballistic Button at the front of the pack. Sister A Mouse at the back. Both jammers fighting 4 walls of defense. Or a 3-wall for Team Mexico. Peace War is sitting out for 30 seconds. But we have lead jammer status going to Team Aotearoa. Ballistic Button.
Estrella really fighting against Aotearoa's blockers to break through.
Oof, one last tap out, and we have a grand slam for Ballistic Button. Sister A Mouse is out in her initial pass. She will be denied scoring any points. The jam is called. 5 more points for Team Aotearoa. 7 points for Team Aotearoa.
We've got number 9, Dema Ostil, lining up for Team Mexico. And that's 1-3 McPherce jamming for Team Aotearoa. No one in the penalty box.
All right, yay. Full complement of blockers as we're off. McPherce again trying to enforce the multiplayer block, but getting caught up. Mexico doing a great job of doing that flat wall in the back. Ooh.
McPherce uses her teammate Tough Bickies, pushes Tough Bickies through the wall to make a space for her to get lead jammer status.
Beautiful bob and weave move to get out of the pack. Oh, that was fun. Nice sweep out of the pivot, which I believe is about to be the jammer. Oh, McPherce through. That is a grand slam for Team Aotearoa. And that is Fisher. Fisher is now jamming for Team Mexico. McPherce calling off the jam before Fisher could score, but she put on 8 more points on that scoreboard. 214 for Team Aotearoa.
Become part of the Pivot Star family, proudly sponsoring Team Wales. Sublimated uniforms in 2 styles to suit everyone.
That is Estrella taking a spot way in the back, and Lady Trample up at the jam line. Lady Trample preventing a touch penalty, resetting on 1 foot. Estrella. Okay, I'm sorry. Estrella, yes, still jamming.
We're seeing all sorts of penalties come up. A forearm sending 1 blocker to the box. A cut track sending one of Team Mexico's blockers to the box.
But that's Lady Trample, and she is your lead jammer. Estrella is out of the pack as well. More penalties being called. There are only 2 blockers for Team Mexico currently on the track. And the pack is spread out, and it's going pretty fast as there is 1 blocker in the front for Mexico, 1 in the back. That is Caruca.
Oh, lovely jump from Lady Trample. That was effortless.
Yes.
Fantastic. She lands it inbound and picks up 4 points.
Less than 2 minutes left on the game clock.
It's gone so quickly.
So fast, so much action. Sister A Mouse back on the jam line. And that is Ballistic Button jamming again for Team Aotearoa. 4-2 pack advantage for Team Aotearoa.
Ballistic Button pushing Team Mexico's blocker forward.
Mexico
breaking the pack, getting lead jammer status.
Mexico still having trouble with penalties as there's 2 blockers in the pack, but we have Sister A Mouse out of the pack.
With a beautiful hop. I enjoyed that.
Oh.
Ballistic Button did not enjoy it.
No.
She called off the jam. 3 points to Team Aotearoa. Our ref, Igor Maniac, signaling that she only picked up 3 points because there was a no pass, no penalty. Meaning one of the points was not eligible.
That is McPherce jamming again for Team Aotearoa against Dama Astil.
These 2 teams have worked extra hard tonight.
Dama Astil doing a great job staying in bounds.
McPherce pushing so strongly against those Mexican blockers. Really hitting shoulder to shoulder.
Ooh, that was some work, but she is through. She is your lead jammer. Dama Astil is out of the pack too. Ten seconds left on the period clock.
Oh, McPherce picks up a cut track penalty. Sent to the penalty box, which means we have a power jam for Dama Astil for Team Mexico.
And 1 minute, 11 seconds left in this jam. 5 points for Dama Astil.
Mexico's blockers holding back number 88, Mad Double D Honor.
Dama Astil through. Oh. Through for another grand slam. That's 10 points for Dama Astil on this jam.
45 seconds left on the jam timer.
Power jam is over.
Ooh, some big hits coming onto Dama Astil, but she stays inbound and upright, picking up 4 points.
14-point jam by Dama Astil. That is a high-scoring jammer for Team Mexico today.
McPherce seemed locked into that wall from Team Mexico. She breaks free, picks up 4 points. And that is the end of that jam.
What a great game.
And that game.
Unofficial score, 68 Team Mexico, 225 for Team Aotearoa. Great showing by Mexico today.
I think you can see the size of the crowd now, especially as they come up to the trackside. It's been a really fantastic game with a lot of support from people here at the Roller Derby World Cup 2018. Don't forget you can join the conversation at #RDWC 2018. Let us know your thoughts. Final scores are in.
It's official. Thank you so much, Barbarola. It's been a pleasure working with you.
Thank you so much, Muffin Tumble.
And thank you, Bob Noxious, for being our producer. Stay tuned. We have a game starting up again in about 30 minutes right here on this channel.